What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to my first ever Trophy Lodge tour here in the Hunter Classic. We're going to be doing a lot of these over time, but this is the first one that I've ever done, guys. Please subscribe. Of course, right now I still only have 842 Hunter score. So this first Trophy Lodge tour, this is pre 1000 Hunter score. I have about 280 hours in the game. I think I've gotten some pretty cool stuff thus far, and I want to show you guys that and kind of document this as we go. I kind of want to do maybe one of these like every few months kind of thing and keep updating them. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you do, please do drop a like and subscribe to the channel, of course, if you're not already subscribed. I want to quickly mention as well, we are now doing kill comps. The kill comps are back there in the Hunter Classic. All of the info for that is in my Discord. We have 3 competitions this month. We have a non-typical whitetail competition. We've got a reindeer competition that includes shed hunting. We've also got a blacktail bow hunting competition as well. Join the Discord. The link is down in the description and all the info is in there. Super active Hunter Classic community channel that goes on in there. Lots of different conversation and stuff. You can make some friends and we would love to see you guys in there. But without further ado, guys, let's just get into the tour. So right off the bat, you guys, as you can see, I don't have anything in the foyer just yet. There's a few mounting spots in here. Nothing in here just yet. Most of my stuff is all in the main room. You're also going to notice, you guys, I don't have any rare fur variants in the lodge at all. I've only gotten 3. I've gotten 3 female rares, an albino and a couple piebalds, but I don't have them taxed. I don't have them mounted. So we're still trying to get our first ever rare male in the game. But let's just basically just start down here. We'll talk about all the kind of different trophies and stuff, and then we'll finish off upstairs. We've got a few more surprises up there. But if we go back, I think a few years, geez, I've got my biggest feral goat, 296. This goes all the way back to 2021 when I just started playing the game and kind of hardly played it. I kind of played it here and there, but I did manage to bag a big 296, big old male feral goat. Right now, this guy would be like 75th on the leaderboard. So like he's the only big one I've shot. So he's got his place in the lodge. Moving on from there, obviously we've got the 189.9, my biggest typical whitetail by far. I absolutely love this trophy. Most of you guys probably saw the video. The other cool thing is pretty much all of the stuff in here is all in a video, all happened live, that sort of thing. So check out the videos too if you haven't seen some of them for some of these trophies. But this was absolutely epic. What a hunt. One of my favorite trophies in here, definitely like a top 5 trophy in here right now, and we absolutely love that guy. And then we've got my biggest typical mule deer. Somehow I only have a 199.7. I don't even have a 200 plus typical mule deer yet, and I've got a pretty nice non-typical, which you'll see shortly here, but I'm still trying to get a big typical mule deer. Hopefully it'll happen soon. And then we've got obviously my big 197.9 doll sheep. This was a trophy winning doll sheep. I think I won silver with this guy. Huge. My biggest by far. And my second biggest is actually in here. So we'll be able to compare, but he's quite a bit smaller than that guy is. And then we've got the 575 reindeer, my first ever trophy placing ever in the Hunter Classic. One of the first competitions that I entered. This guy won gold. He was a first place winning reindeer. A lot of you guys remember that from the stream and then from the video afterwards. But yeah, 575. Love this guy. Really cool looking, really neat looking, really unique antlers on this guy, and some huge face shields, like especially that one there. Just absolutely massive on him. And then this is really interesting, you guys. So my biggest moose and my second biggest moose. This is really interesting. We're going to look at it from the second floor as well to get a better look. But guys, check this out. So for the longest time, this guy was my biggest, 189.9. And he looks pretty huge. And then I got this guy, as you guys remember, I think this was like last week and a half ago, 214 moose. Okay, this guy, I wasn't even recording, I wasn't streaming. I expected this guy to score like 180. Shot him, picked him up, 214. He ended up winning silver in the competition that I was entered in. So I almost even won gold with him. I think the gold place happened only a couple hours before the end of the competition, and it was like a 218. But look at the size difference. I can't figure out how this is 25 points bigger. He's obviously got a lot more mass, especially in that antler there, but this guy looks huge too. It's basically just the mass. This guy's actually the wider of the 2 moose, and I don't see really any extra height on this guy either. So I think it has a lot to do with those front shovels, definitely, and just the overall mass of the antlers. But that's pretty wild looking at them side by side. Moving on over to this side, here's my second biggest Dal sheep here, 184.6. Pretty big difference between this guy and we look at this guy here, but it is kind of hard to tell with Dal sheep. Like while you're hunting, it would be kind of hard to tell that guy is like that much bigger, 13 points bigger than this guy here. This guy also looks pretty massive. So that's interesting. It's honestly one of the many things that I love about this game is that you can't always tell exactly what you're looking at, and there's little differences, little nuances that really make big differences to the scores. For example, with the sheep, the base of the horns is a big part of the score. So just the overall mass of the horns there makes a big difference. And you can see the base of the horns on that guy are actually a lot bigger than this guy. But anyways, moving on. We've got my big sandbar. This guy was a leaderboard sandbar when I shot him. I think he was somewhere in the 50s. He's the only big sandbar I have. So he lives in here as well. He's a 232, big old sandbar deer. And then we've got the wall of non-tips. Some of my most prized trophies in here. I've been very lucky to already have 4 non-typicals, including a blacktail. These are crazy rare, and I'm super proud of these. I've got, obviously, the first one I ever got is the 292 whitetail. A lot of you guys might remember the video and the live stream when this happened. I had to hunt this guy down for about 4 hours to finally get him and get him in the lodge. It was absolutely intense. And then we've got my other whitetail, 125. This also happened live. All 4 of these happened live. Like I said, pretty much all this stuff happened in a live stream, and there's a coinciding video. If you haven't seen the videos, check those out on the channel. And then most recently, we got the blacktail. He's a 101, just breaks 100. And then, of course, my non-typical mule deer at 232 before even cracking 200 plus with a typical. And also, I want to mention, this was my 12th blacktail harvest, non-typical. So I've been insanely lucky with the non-typicals for sure. Also, these guys, I got both of these within my first 100 whitetail harvests, and I believe this non-typical mule deer was in my first 25 harvests for mule deer. So I've been insanely lucky with them, but of course I can't seem to get a friggin' rare variation or a rare fur on a male to friggin' save my life. We've got another really cool comparison here, you guys. The red deer, obviously I got this massive 272 recently, another silver winning trophy in that competition. And then my biggest before that was a 267. Really interesting to compare these guys. If you guys saw the video or you were in the stream, nobody expected this guy to crack even 250. Everybody thought 240s. And then all of a sudden he was 272. And I kind of knew he was going to score big just based on those crowns. I took one look at his crowns when he was down, and we kind of went up to him to pick him up and to harvest him. And the crowns just really floored me. Like the crowns just really stood out, and you can see the difference here. So obviously, you know, there's quite a few tines on the 267, but they really don't compare to what we're looking at with this guy, especially that left side antler. Like really wild. Again, we'll get a good look at these guys from the top level. We can see them a lot better up there. But I'm super proud of both of these red deer, especially this guy. And it's really cool to see them side by side and be able to compare them like that. Even though it's only 5 points, it's a big difference for a 270 plus red deer. And then we got a big axis deer up there. I don't know exactly how big this guy is, but I think he was pretty big, and that's why I taxied him way back in 2021. He's a 134 axis deer, and I should probably double check if he's even big enough to be in here, but for now, I've got him mounted. So over here, I've got a couple bears. I don't have any really good bears in the game yet, so I taxied my biggest polar bear. The bears are some of my favorite species, especially the polar bears, but I also really love the grizzlies. My biggest polar bear right now is a 28.8, nothing special. I've only shot a couple of them, but I decided I wanted him in my lodge until I get a bigger one, so he's a placeholder. And then I found this blonde grizzly bear during a live stream as well. And he's still, you know, I know this is only technically an uncommon, but he's still the only one that I've ever seen. And I really like the way he looks. I love the colors. So I decided to taxi him. He's living in here now too. Hopefully one day maybe we can get an albino or maybe some more cool bears to put in the lodge. I also don't have, with the exception of what's upstairs, you'll see what's up there, but I don't have a huge elk yet in here. There's a lot of stuff I don't have. I don't have any birds in here yet. I kind of wish that I taxied that first male turkey I ever shot. I managed to get a 62 for my first ever male turkey. I kind of wish that I taxied him. I did take a trophy shot, but I kind of wish he was in here because that was pretty cool. It was pretty huge for my first ever turkey. So basically up here, we just got some Halloween event stuff. I've got a couple huge werewolves. This one was from this year, 371. He was on the leaderboards for a while. And then from a while back, this guy was from, oh my gosh, it's going to be hard to spot them. It's really weird up here. But this guy is a 274. Wait, 274 or 374? Wait, what is this? 371. This guy's at 374 from a few years ago. I don't know if I'll be able to get the, there it is. Where was it? There, 374.7. So this guy was massive. I don't even remember that he was that big, but that was back in the 2021 event. That's my biggest werewolf ever. I didn't actually realize that he was that big. And then we got a couple of the Halloween feral hogs. If I can spot them here. Again, this is really tough. One of these is a 666 right there. I taxied the 666 scoring. I thought that was kind of cool for a Halloween event, feral hog. This guy here, I don't know if I'll be able to get the score to show up on the top right there. He's a 990. And I think that's pretty big. He's from, I think he's from 2021 as well. For whatever reason, I taxied him. I think I just taxied him because I thought he looked cool. 990. So you guys can let me know in the comments, is that big? I think I just taxied him because he looked cool. I don't think that's like tax worthy, honestly. And then I got a really nice, this is one of my favorite of the Halloween event skins, the Roosevelt elk. I got lucky enough to get a 333 this year. And, you know, pretty nice. Not obviously not massive, but for a Halloween event, Rosie, I think he's pretty nice, and I'm happy to have him in here. So let's take a look. Let's go over the moose first. We got to take another look at this. So this is our 189.9, and that's a 214. So it really just is all of that mass on the antlers making all the difference. Like the frame on this guy is more impressive, but this guy's just got a ton of mass. So it really has everything to do with all the mass and the front shovels for sure as well. But I think they both look friggin' awesome. And then we've got our red deer here, and we can really get a better look here. So that's the 267. Okay, I can't get right in front of it because of this Roosevelt elk, but that's 267, and then boom, you can really see a difference there. Like I can really see it with those crowns. It is a bigger frame as well, slightly. You can see it's a little bit taller. But yeah, man, I love the red deer. I would love to get an even bigger red deer. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully for the next one, we'll have some male rares in here. Maybe our first super rare ever. Maybe get some turkeys in here, some kind of ducks, some birds. But I think this is pretty cool for 842 hunter score, 280 hours in the game. I'm really happy with what we have so far. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you did, please remember to hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you're already subscribed. Like I said, we do monthly competitions in the Discord, non-typical competitions, all kinds of really cool stuff going on in the Discord. Join the Discord, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And thanks for watching, you guys. And I'll see you guys, as always, in the next one.